Hi, welcome back to another episode of Lawson Woods Pacific Northwest. I'm Lawrence, the host. Today we're going to talk about creature comforts in your tiny house, what makes things comfortable for you, and what you can do to improve your living situation if you're also living in a tiny house. Stay tuned for more. All right, well, now that we're back inside, let me show you a little around. So a lot of times in tiny houses, people tend to put in futons as far as their sitting situation to go over the wheel well. And I've done the same thing. But I've lived in this tiny house for 2 years, and now I've actually gone through 3 couches. Now, mind you, they were futons. The problem with the futon and 2 big dogs is that they're not really meant for full-time use. So what I finally did is I went and upgraded and I bought a regular, it's a love seat, and from Ashley Furniture, and it is what it is. It is beautifully, comfortably, and functional. Oh, I cannot speak this morning. So it's beautiful and comfortable and functional. And so, no, it does not turn into a sleeper sofa, but it's actually super comfortable now. So the problem before was most of them don't have the actual cushions, like so and like so. And so it doesn't take long for those other types to lose their strength or lose their capability of holding weight comfortably. So that's one thing I've done recently. Now, you might be asking, well, how did you deal with getting over the wheel well situation? Let me show you. So, in this particular tiny house, I'm just going to move things out of the way here. Down here's the wheel well. And all I had to do, in this case, was take off one of the legs in the back and sit it directly on the wheel well. Fortunately, I only had to do one. The rest of the legs were in the perfect place for it. So that's one way to do it. Of course, you got to be careful and make sure that you're measuring and get the right size for your particular wheel well. Right, Zygmunt? And doggies have to be comfortable too. So, right, Zygmunt? You have to be comfortable? Yeah. So we got him a doggy bed, him and Edwina a doggy bed. Because now this couch is a little smaller than the other one. So my recommendation is do your research, spend the money, and that's hard for me because I can be a cheap son of a gun. But sometimes you got to spend the money to get quality stuff. And then look and make sure you're getting the right thing. Do measurements. So when I first started looking, I was looking at larger couches. Well, obviously in a tiny house like this, a large couch isn't going to work. So then I looked at love seats. And even initially, some of the love seats were too big for my space. This particular is 33 inches from here to here. Oop, there goes my Vanna White hands. Let's try this again. From here to here, 33 inches. So it worked. The other thing that I have for creature comforts is my comfortable rocking chair. You know, when you're in a small space, actually when you're in any space, your furniture needs to be comfortable. And so this is comfortable as it is, but I can also throw in a little pillow. Aha, now look at that, even more comfortable. So now another thing to consider is your bedroom and your type of mattress that you get. And so up in the tiny loft, I have a king-size mattress. Kind of hard to tell with the doggies right there, but a king-size mattress. All right, after a look at the camera, so a king-size mattress fits in here just beautifully. But I went with a 12-inch foam / spring-loaded mattress, and you can kind of see, get the idea. But it's very comfortable. I have never slept better. And my previous tiny house, the micro tiny house, I was using an old futon mattress. Very uncomfortable. So now I sleep like a lamb in here. And apparently, so does Edwina. Right, Zed? Yeah. So that brings me to the end of this particular episode of Lawson Woods Pacific Northwest. And I appreciate you joining today. If you haven't already, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I put new videos out pretty regularly. I'll leave you with this interesting piece of furniture. This is an African birthing chair that I acquired recently from an estate sale. And it was actually used in an African birthing situation. Well, you can tell I haven't had enough coffee, so that's all for now. Thanks for joining. Until next time, cheers.